Hey fighters, Coach Nicholas here. Today I've been given a stand that is designed to cut tatami mats. See this thing right here? And we're going to turn it into a stand that can cut water bottles. So I've got my wood, I've got my sandpaper, I've got my coffee. Let's do a frickin' project. Alright, so we're going to start with this piece of wood. So the student that gave me the stand to modify actually had this 4x4 laying around, but you can see it's not in great condition. It's very rough on the edges. So we're going to start by just giving it a sanding. And I've got 3 different sandpapers here that we're going to go through. So I'm going to start with my safety glasses. Whenever you work with wood or any kind of power tool projects, you want to have safety glasses. I've had a piece of wood almost go directly into my eye, and ever since then I've never not worn them. So let's get this started. I'm going to start with a 60 grit sandpaper, and we're going to work from there. Alright, that did a pretty good job of taking it down to being even. I'm going to do the edges too, because I don't want any lingering splinters. Go ahead and give this a rotate. You gotta have your coffee. That's an important workplace tool right there. And as a general rule, when you're working with wood and power tools, you always clamp your wood. Not only will this make your life easier, but it'll make you much safer. Alright folks, I don't know if you can hear me through this mask, but this is starting to look and feel like a really nice piece of wood. I just gotta finish up this last 4 sides on the 220 grit sandpaper, and then we'll be done. Alright folks, what we're left with now is a really smooth, nice piece of wood. We are ready to move on to the next stage of this project. Alright, now we are all sanded, it's all pretty. We're going to go ahead and drill the hole that's meant to go onto the peg. The whole premise behind this is that the tatami mat stand has a peg that you're supposed to stick the mats onto. We're going to design this 4x4 so we can stick onto that peg as well, and we can place water bottles on top of it. So let's go ahead and get this hole drilled. Alright guys, I am back from Home Depot with my brand new extra long 1-inch spade bit. So, I think this will do us. Let's see if we can't get this on now. Oh yeah. We're making progress, boys and girls. Alright, so what I've gone ahead and done is I've put this on the stand with the hole in it. I've measured the correct height to cut a water bottle, and I've made a mark. So I've got it put clamped into my shop saw here. We're going to go ahead, I'm going to grab my safety glasses. Safety glasses on, we're going to make this cut. Looks pretty freaking good. Alright, so this next step I was actually planning to do with the shop saw as well, but it turns out I can't actually clamp this at the correct angle. So we're going to have to do this by hand. And what I'm doing is I'm adding a bevel, and this is going to be the top of our cutting platform, so that we cut, we don't hit that corner of the wood here. And since I'm doing this by hand, I will have to sand this back down. Okay, so my sawhorse just broke, and what that means is the little stands that were holding up my table are now not working. So we've moved over here to the workbench. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen, a little bit of technical difficulties there, but we can still continue with this. So this clamp needs to be moved over a little bit. Alright, see this bevel we're creating? This is so when we cut the water bottles, it doesn't become a problem. Oh yeah, we're going to have to resand this. Alrighty. Whoa! That was a workout. It would have been nice if I was able to use my shop saw for that. But now let's take a look at how it looks on the stand. How about that? Alright, our final step is just going to be to give this a little bit of love with our sander. This is a work of art, guys. Look at this. Oh, I can stand that part too. There we go, guys. Look at that. This is a work of art. It's nice and smooth. We're going to slap some wood sealer on this, and in the morning, we're going to go cut some.